up every day and think about my future. Like where I'ma be in the next 5 years. Got a mind filled with ideas. They gon' hate from the jump. That's just how it is. So fuck what they think about you.
You know what I said? Niggas always start off talking shit.
Welcome. I'm your host, Press. Sitting across from me is my fellow host, Jew. This is Word to the Wise podcast, episode 14. Niggas been on a good consistent.
I was about to say that consistency streak.
Yeah, consistency streak ever since the year started. I think maybe
a little before that. I think.
A little before that. It's good, man. I'm proud. Let's give a round of applause to the boys. But
clap by yourself.
Proud of us, man. It took a little while to get us rolling consistently like I wanted us to.
That's a fact. It's your fault anyway.
Not
nigga
even.
Nigga don't be showing up and shit.
Oh, word.
Nigga don't be trying to talk.
That's the kind of rapport we got. All right.
No. Shit, it really ain't neither one of our faults. It be this damn computer or some other dumb shit getting in the way. Shit popping up. It just be shit popping up.
All the time.
For real.
But hey, that's life, you know. Mm-hmm. Everybody got shit.
About to bitch and complain about it. Like, nigga, just get to talking about the topics.
Well, Super Bowl's today.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, we're going to talk about that a little bit, even though fuck football for real. But I fuck with football to some extent. It just ain't my sport.
The only shit that I will watch is like the playoffs or the Super Bowl. You feel me? But
yeah, barely. I
was about to say I don't even think I'm gonna watch it today though.
Didn't watch the Super Bowl last year. No, I didn't
watch it last year.
I like Pat Mahomes, and he nice to me. I ain't never seen a quarterback do it like him. Not ever. Like I was gonna say.
Not even the other dude.
Since Vic, but not even.
Not even the other dude that I think he won MVP this year.
Lamar Jackson. He run a whole lot more than Pat do.
He's just talking passing.
Not saying like yeah. Not
so you say since
dominance.
Vic is more like the other dude.
Vic is more like Lamar Jackson.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like I've seen you could say you've seen somebody do it like him since Vic. He supposedly passed a little bit better than Vic.
What makes the dude Pat Mahomes or whatever? Like you said, I've never seen nobody do it like him.
He's
what
sitting in that pocket and dissect the whole defense. Like I'm not gonna sit here in front like I know everything about football. Obviously I don't. I ain't never played football for real.
Yeah.
But
I know you told me you got tackled one time. Damn, I wasn't gonna shit on you. But now you got tackled one time and you quit playing.
A word.
Something like that. He's like, God, it hurts.
Don't remember that one? Nope. Nope. Bullshit, y'all. Bullshit. I don't believe this nigga. He trying to pick me apart today.
It's jokes. Even though that wasn't a joke.
Nah, it was a joke. Big jokes. Nigga. But where was I? Oh yeah, Pat Mahomes is different, man. He's sitting in that pocket. He can run if need be, but it just seemed like he genuinely likes to throw it and see his teammates shine. Like that's why I really like him. But that Niners defense is true though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So that's what their benefit is their defense. Because I don't know who
them niggas like dare tear your ass up. Like that's all. That's the only way I could explain it. They defensive line just bust through your offensive line and get right back there. So they probably. This is how I feel it was gonna happen.
Okay.
I feel like they gonna come out strong. This defense gonna come out busting ass. Like they might even get Pat Mahomes down a few times.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. Pat just that nice, and they said he is yet to have a bad game his whole career. Not even a bad game. Shit's crazy. But I feel like the defense. I feel like the defense is gonna come out busting. Like they ain't. I ain't gonna say they're gonna stop Pat, but they gonna slow him up.
Think so. And
then by the second half, they should be a little tired. Like them be wore down a little bit. Then Pat gonna take over and fuck them up, and that's game.
See, the way I'm hearing is like they playing on this shit being like a bit of a shootout, but I'm hearing crazy scores like 24 to 45 or 37 to 40. I'm like, damn.
I'm hearing.
That's what I'm saying. Is the defense really that good?
I've heard that been thrown around just in the 30s. I don't know. I don't know.
You really never know.
I never really. Yeah, you never. I don't care how big of an analyst you are on football. You don't truly know. Like all you got is numbers, and even then, numbers aren't always.
Oh no, because today could be the day where he have a bad game finally. You know what I'm saying? He could freeze up or whatever.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, the quarterback from the Niners, just because we ain't spoke on him, Jimmy Garoppolo is his name or something like that. Garoppolo, whatever.
Something like that. I think that's it.
He ain't no scrub either. He got 2 championships, but it wasn't on him. He was behind.
He's the dude that's behind Tom, right? Okay.
So he might got some insight on what the fuck going on for real. He been there.
Shit,
I can't say he been there, done that.
Yeah, but you been watching. I'm sure if you smart enough, you know what I'm saying. You gonna sit right there with Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
See the shit he showed Tom. Like, yeah, I'm gonna take that. Once they trade me, all right, I'm gonna take the shit, you know, the knowledge and the wisdom that I acquired from him.
Look like he done it so far. I mean, he's sitting in that pocket and make passes. So
Yeah.
I don't think he got any legs under him.
I ain't seen shit with Pat Mahomes literally until the other day we was in trade room watching. And I ended up.
As soon as we turned that bitch on, he was throwing a touchdown, man. That's all the time with that nigga, man. Yeah. He like I said, everybody's caught on to his no look passes and shit. Haha, I might do.
Somebody got some money for me. Fuck that. My shit is itching like a mother. Shit. Maybe I got a kid out there I'm gonna claim on tax time.
Oh shit. That's your left hand, bro.
I get money every time my left hand. Either hand itch. I don't give away money. Even though I am about to give away some money though, because I gotta pay. We gotta pay the fucking house.
Oh, that's always my hand. Better always be my left hand. Always itching. And always gotta dish some fucking money.
But that's the thing. My left hand can itch, and then I get some money. But now beginning of the month, house payment, electric bill, all that shit. Whatever.
You know what? Speaking of electric bills, we this wasn't on the topics of discussion, but we were talking about this. Was this yesterday? I cut your head yesterday. Day before then.
It's Friday.
We got to talk about the whole solar panels and what would it do. So like you invested and bought your roof solar paneled. To what extent will it knock off your light bill? Will you not have a light bill, or will it just knock it down, or will it affect anything at all? Will you have a bill after that? Like, of course we got to do research.
I thought you was about to say like you looked it up.
Oh nah, hell nah. Of course we got to do research. But,
I'm very curious about that though.
Yeah.
Because how can I have a light bill if my shit is running off of this shit up here, which is stored,
which is the sun? I got to pay for the sun's energy.
Unless you're gonna pay for unless you got to pay for unless you got to pay for like the equipment that's running or something. But even then, I would assume you could buy that outright.
I would say this. I feel like it'll be so expensive to buy them solar panel roofs that you'd probably be making payments on that bitch for a long time.
I mean, I heard it's a few $1,000s. Some thousands. I don't know if it's
it probably depends on how big your house is. I'm very sure of that.
Oh yeah, that's how many panels gonna have to get. I heard it's either 6 or 12, like varying something like that. That sounds like a lot of money, but if you think about depending on what I'll let your bill only like
depending on the payment of it, like if it'll cancel out my light bill completely and I'll just have to pay for this, I think I'd be willing to do it.
I know I would, like especially as long as it's gonna be able to store enough energy. But you imagine if your phone bill, your electric bill is say $200.
Something growling loud as hell. Sound like a Wendy Williams fart.
That shit loud as fuck.
Did you hear that shit? Wendy Williams shit.
I seen the after effects of her explaining it, but I didn't actually hear the fart though.
They said it was fake though.
Yeah.
Somebody set her up.
Yeah, sure.
She leaned with it, but I think somebody gave them effects in her.
I don't know.
Oh, funny as hell though.
But imagine if you spend $200 on the electric bill, that's $2,400 a month. You know what I'm saying? I mean $2,400 a year.
Yeah.
If you spend $6,000, oh no, they'd be like $1,000. But my point being, let's just say it costs $6,000 to get the roof done or something like that. 5-6 years, you gonna be in the green. You know what I'm saying? You saving money every month.
You'll never have another light bill.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know how I went from that to the fucking.
The average light bill around here, high 2, low 3.
From the Super Bowl, but yeah, my shit used to be about $150. I don't know what the fuck.
We got. Tis what it is.
Yeah, but so you want Kansas to win?
Yeah, I want Kansas to win. I like the Niners, but they don't got Cap no more. I don't give a fuck no more.
And you like Pat Mahomes too.
Yeah, I like Pat Mahomes. Okay. He's nice.
Well, I guess we're gonna see.
So, yeah, we're gonna have to see.
Motherfucker gonna come with the upset, boy.
Yeah.
I think most people are betting on the Chiefs to win, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, bruh, what's that cornerback name? Damn. We were talking about him. He went to Stanford. He talked a lot of shit. I can't remember his name at this moment.
Of course, the pressure's on.
He was gonna say he was gonna win. They're winning it for Kobe because that's San Francisco, Bay Area. So they talking about winning it for Kobe. Sherman.
Richard.
Richard Sherman.
Who team he on?
He with the Niners.
I didn't even know that. See, that's how you know I don't watch football. I thought he was still on the fucking wherever he was
after
at.
that whole Seahawks.
Oh, he on the
shit,
Seahawks?
Yeah,
okay.
after that bullshit happened.
I don't watch none of that shit. I really don't be knowing.
Yeah, because even with that NFL shit. All right, my key reason for not fucking with the NFL, it's not behind because football boring for real. Even though to me it isn't exciting.
It's slow.
It's basketball.
It's just slow.
It is slow.
They had that one breakout player. Somebody go for the touchdown. Somebody break a couple niggas.
Yeah, then they gonna run the ball, run some clock out, especially the boring teams. But the NFL comes off to me as openly racist. Like they let Cap go, but we still watch and everybody still buys merch, make the NFL rich. But they let Cap go on some bullshit. They set Cap up. Everybody know that shit. It was obvious. Roger Goodell is an obvious racist. It seems like it. Like, I just don't like how the NFL's ran. They don't pay their players like the NBA would. They don't. That's what shoos me away from even liking the NFL. Like, I don't like the energy.
If they paid them better and treat them like NBA
better,
player.
To me, the NBA is celebrated. The players are celebrated. Not saying the players aren't celebrated in the NFL. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I just don't get the same vibes I would off the NBA.
I hear you, man.
If it make any sense.
Even if they were just like the NBA, I'm still not gonna watch because it's just not exciting to me. Like this, it's too slow. Yeah. Down set height, run the ball. He got 1 yard. Down set height, throws it, incomplete pass, third down. Down set height, throws it again. He got 4 yards, punt the ball.
You seen this shit? I think it's on League Pass. To where you don't have to watch all that. Like, sure, you don't watch the full game.
Play by play.
Play by play. I've watched. It's cool. I like it.
It is, but it's like if I'm
I like it.
Yeah, because I don't care about them in the huddle. Break. I don't give a fuck about that part. So yeah, I might get fuck with it a little more.
I think they could literally get a whole minute in the huddle
if they want to. Yeah.
I think that sounds like a good amount of time for them to get their breath.
No, for sure.
For us, it's like, come on now.
Hurry up. Yeah. Throw the ball, run something.
Commercial about to come on after this play. Damn.
So that's what, like, imagine when you're in the stands and shit. How does that work? Like, once it's commercial time,
they
just sit there.
Of course, I was only 10, but I've been to a Panthers game. Like, that game don't stop. The timeout happens, and they just chill. Like,
y'all just sit there and talk.
Being there, you don't see the commercial, so you don't know when they coming on commercial.
Because with like the NBA, the cheerleaders or whatever run out there and shit like that during commercials.
I think they do little stuff like that, little similar stuff. To my knowledge,
fuck all that, man. I'm cool on the NFL, bro.
But I could also see why I started talking about how they don't pay their players as much. They also have a bigger team. Like, you got to split the money up in certain ways. It's a lot. How many players on a basketball team?
It's like 13 to 15,
something
maybe 15
like that.
max. I think.
Something
like
like that.
14, 15.
The football team, you got
I think it's 50-something people.
3 quarterbacks, three of each position, and there are 11.
It'd be like 6, 7 receivers sometimes.
And then you got offense, defense, basketball.
It's like 11 at any given moment, and they don't talk.
It's 22 players.
Don't count the
22.
second, third string.
Yeah.
So I think they say it's like 40 or 50 something, if I'm not mistaken, on each team. 40 or 50 something players.
Then offensive coordinators, defense coordinators, offensive assistant coach, offensive. You got offensive coach, and then you got your head coach. So I can see how they have to split the money up, but if it's the biggest America's game, it's supposed.
That's what they get me. Yeah, they say like this is America's sport. Yeah, so
and they call baseball America's pastime. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah. I know what it means, but it's like what
baseball
exactly
even slower though.
Yeah,
like,
they make more money.
Slower, bro.
But I think they play more games per day.
It's still on sports, but if you had to pick one, like, what's your least favorite sport? I mean, this off the top of the head, out of the popular, I'm sure we could think of some bullshit that we wouldn't fuck with.
Say fucking table tennis.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't trying to talk about no shit like that, but I like the popular 5,
mainstream
10,
sports.
Yeah, soccer, football. Well, that's football.
Least favorite will probably be baseball.
Yeah. Golf is
I
kind of slow,
watched tennis
too.
before.
I definitely watched tennis before.
Yeah, they get it.
It's between golf and fucking
golf is
baseball.
Fucking boring.
I don't mind playing baseball though. That's cool. Tennis is fun as hell to play. Like, I remember we used to play that shit in high school.
That shit is hard.
It kind of is though. Like,
you got to have
some win for that
skill
shit.
and win. Stamina is.
I was alright back then. I won't know damn like the Serena sisters. The Serena sisters, the Williams sisters. Nah,
I couldn't keep the ball going, man.
Man, me and somebody had a good little tennis.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, I had decent win back then. You feel me?
Trey snuck in this bitch. Man, good job, yo. Good job. Nah.
He texted me and told me,
we human, nigga.
Yeah, he got scared as hell. I just won't go say nothing. I heard he was like moving quiet. He got scared as fuck.
Oh nah.
Intruder! Nigga, grab the gun. Been a shot Trey back to it. Shit, yeah, that's what got popped.
Battery? You need a battery, or is that what you're saying?
Oh, the charger.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. No, it's this right here.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
I can't reach it now.
Come on.
Nigga whispering. Regular. Shit, we talking to you. You whispering. What the
Where
fuck?
were we? Oh, it's tennis and shit. All right.
Yeah.
Tennis and shit. Yeah.
All right.
Definitely a sport that requires hella talent and shit.
Yeah, you really got to have good hand-eye coordination. You talking about tennis. Hand-eye coordination. That wind going back and forth, bro.
Yeah, man.
I'm telling you. That shit fun, though.
Like, you could be way back there and just tap it right over the net. Now you got to run up here and try to get it back. Hell no.
Yeah.
I think it take more win than basketball, and basketball is one of them sports.
I wonder.
I'm tired as hell. You got to run suicides to keep up with them niggas.
So when it comes to like golf, what would you say that's based on? You know what I'm saying? Like what attribute? Like to me, because you don't gotta have a bunch of wind to play golf. You can be a big fat nigga.
Yeah.
But I would say good hand-eye coordination, a good judgment
Nice
of like
hand-eye
distance.
coordination.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
Shit like
yeah.
that. Like with basketball,
A
shooting
very
them threes.
talented game. Yeah.
You gotta know how to judge
You have
distance.
to have
You know,
talent.
and have the strength
Yeah.
to do it. But with that shit,
Some shit you have to have repetition talent to
Know
do.
what I'm
Like you have to
saying?
keep practice.
with golf,
Practice.
you really got to. To me, I think the most important thing is like being able to judge this, and then like power, because when they do little putts and all that bullshit. So I think it requires talent to do golf too. But
a lot of
it's
athletes
just boring.
rely
It's not exciting.
on golf for their longevity. It helps their health. Like a lot of players will come out and say that. Like, what's the sport you use to keep you?
Yeah.
They say golf, like to keep them.
I wonder why. I don't
no
know.
idea.
I ain't never heard that one.
Tennis is definitely one of the sports.
Some shit.
Nah, I swear to God, yo. I heard Steph say
Lightning
it.
strike, come here and get your ass.
Steph, a nigga like Shaq, Kobe, definitely. I've never heard this out LeBron mouth, but they say golf.
I never heard that shit day in my life. But
yeah,
I would say it's between baseball and like baseball is
favorite?
it's even slow. I think I'm gonna just go with golf because we talking watching. Which one I'd rather watch?
I have watched tennis for real, and I didn't get off on it. Like I didn't really wasn't for me, but
I still would watch tennis before. That's a good question though. Whatever.
Baseball.
Y'all don't give a fuck about this. We can talk about that off camera. But some real shit though. I'm really thinking about that though now because baseball is just like they throw the ball, strike,
shit, boom,
ball.
You heard
then
about
he hit the shit, foul ball. It's like yo,
scandals,
do a home run.
What's going on with baseball now?
The who?
They getting caught cheat. A team got caught cheating that won the shit last year.
Cheating how though?
It was
like the Patriots.
Yeah. Well, we're not watching game footage. They do something. They know when. They do something to where they know if he's about to throw a fastball. Okay. So they're like, somebody in the dugout to go.
Yeah, that mean fastball.
He about to throw a fastball.
1-2 mean.
Yeah. Okay. Slaughter. You know, I don't even. I remember I played baseball as a minor league, as a minor, but I played baseball as a kid for one season, and I learned how to throw certain balls. But it's like, does that really make a difference for real? As a kid, like you do the knuckleball, you grab a ball like this, and you throw it like that. You grab a ball like this with another ball, slider or something. You might do three hand.
Three is like I don't know what's.
How does that really affect?
I said the same shit.
But these actual pitchers can make the ball go.
That's crazy.
Throw it, make it go.
But
I don't see how.
Yeah, there's probably some shit that take practice.
Yeah.
I'm throwing straight fastballs. Fuck it.
Every time.
Hit the speed.
Like, what the fuck?
Hit the speed. Unless I
they
come
can
up with a little trick
ball
ball.
Curve like it's gonna hit you. And
but it's just like you ever seen like
that shit is amazing.
You ever seen like or you ever went like bowling or whatever? You'll see how somebody throw that shit.
Yeah. Right
to the side, like there's the shit. You throw it and it'll curve like it's about to hit the gut, and then it come right in and hit the middle.
See, bowling is pretty cool to watch, yo. I ain't even going.
I used to watch that shit. I used to watch that shit sometime on it's not ESPN, but there used to be some channel. And I'd be watching that shit.
People come out there with little antics and shit, little funny. It's funny. People come out there, people got it with boxing. You got people that talk their shit in the press conferences. They got people that do that with bowling and shit. It's funny as hell. Yeah, got their gimmicks. My grandparents on my dad's side were like really into that shit. Like we would go down there for summer sometime, or like we would have like family reunions and shit. And every Friday, that's what they would do is like go bowling. Everybody go bowling. And that's shit. Dope. Them niggas was fish. Like he was some of the motherfuckers who throw that bitch and do the little curve shit. Yeah, I don't know if he ever had a perfect game, and I'm gonna ask him. But I seen it was a perfect game, 300, right? I don't know. I can't remember. Whatever. I don't know. But I know he was close. I just remember because I remember I was young and I was like, okay, he might get a perfect game, and then I think he did. Damn. Yeah, I was like, nigga with lines like that. I think some of these bowling alleys they do close them up sometimes for tournaments and shit. For real though, and I think that's what I seen. Them niggas had hell of trophies of shit. I don't know if it was bowling trophies. Right. I seen some basketball, football, all type of shit. That's so what's up. No disrespect to my mama's side, but that must be my athletic side or whatever. Because all them niggas play sports and shit. Nah, you ain't have no athletic side. Those were participation trophies. Yeah, no doubt. They give the kids just for showing up. Probably. You could be ass, never hit a ball in your life. That's a fact. Get that plastic. How many trophies you got in your career? I got a baseball trophy. It was a participation. The most boring one we just said. It was a participation trophy. Oh damn! What a lame.
Damn, man, you wouldn't admit the shit.
Look,
Nigga, I didn't even, you could have lied
with
like
my
hell.
son, I'm putting a nigga in basketball. All
You
them
gonna do
shits. I
nothing.
ain't putting him in football.
You're gonna see.
I'm not letting him get participation trophies.
Look at him as a parent. I'm
I
gonna put
can't-
him in basketball.
I don't know.
Maybe he don't want to play basketball. Maybe he want to be an artist.
Well, he told me because he thinks after I get older, I'm gonna play basketball, daddy.
Because you be putting it in his head.
Facts.
You be like, don't you
I
love
said,
basketball?
yeah,
He
my
be
nigga.
sleep. I seen him one time. His son was here taking a nap. He over there. You love basketball. You love basketball. Just whispering the shit in his ear.
Fuck it. If
You
I was,
programming him.
but I wasn't.
No, you wasn't. But still, you programmed.
If I was, I
him.
was.
So, shit, hey.
Fuck
The
it.
little sponges program his
We
ass.
got programmed from our days, you know.
Don't get us started there. Shit. I remember we was in school.
Oh
Talking
shit!
all
Throw
type
these
of shit.
tinfoil hats.
Mhm.
Speaking of that, with Kobe's death, man, this wasn't on the agenda today, but everybody, Dr. Umar came out talking about Kobe's death and shit. Man, that nigga
I
looked
didn't
like
see
he's
shit about it,
smoking
bro.
that shit.
I didn't see
boy.
shit about it. Cause what y'all showed me, he was not talking nothing about Kobe's
Word,
death.
I thought that shit would be out here all over the internet, viral.
Y'all didn't
People were
show me.
talking about it on Facebook, but I didn't. I just took it as I'll go check Dr. Umar out because he be saying some shit sometimes. Back then, he say some shit that you could like. Okay, I believe it's conspiracy.
I feel that.
But all this bullshit going on, man, that nigga look talking like he on straight cocaine, crack, whatever. He wildin', man.
Yeah, like I said, that video y'all showed me, bro. Look, my boy look kind of fucked up. I like,
He talking fucked up too.
Yeah, he going out.
Then what confirmed it for me, he was talking about sister, something. One of the dead.
The ancestors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the ancestors is trying to blow the wind, trying to blow the
Yeah,
phone
they
out
blew
my
the
hand,
phone
so I
out.
can't talk about this. The CIA, man, shut the fuck up. Then make matters worse to put him on the more.
And I believe in the ancestors. Now, look at the fuck.
Yeah, I
up.
believe in the ancestors.
But it's just the way he
was
said.
throwing
Nah,
it
it
out
was
there.
like,
It's
yeah.
trying to blow the phones out my hand.
And then he just jumped to CIA, FBI. Yeah, I was like, come on, bro. You like.
In the middle of him talking about the Kobe shit being a conspiracy, he goes, "You won't clear your nose. We know what you was on."
Man, that coronavirus or whatever going around, maybe he's
Alright,
sick.
okay.
I'm gonna shoot the man some bail. I'm trying to help you out, Umar.
Heard that shit in Raleigh, by the way, but yeah, Umar.
I ain't worried about it.
Heard that shit in
Boost
Raleigh.
your immune system. You feel?
Okay, all right. Everybody catch
Tell
me.
them that over here. Corona.
It says in Boston. I don't know if it's a confirmed thing in Raleigh, but the news
Yeah, I heard
is
somebody else say
confirming
that
it
shit.
in Boston.
Somebody else said the same shit. I told them that I had heard it from you. They was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I heard that too. Blah, blah,
Mm.
blah.
I mean, I don't know too much about viruses, but damn, we got to go to Raleigh to get a stew session in the near future. Hope that shit gone by then.
I'm definitely not going to try to do a cleanse. I got to boost my immune system. I didn't think about that. Fuck that
Yeah,
shit.
man. I thought about that as soon as I heard Raleigh. That's the first thing that popped in my mind. What I need to be in Raleigh for? If a disaster pop off,
Yeah, do I need to go up there anytime soon?
shit.
Studio.
The virus better be gone. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
Other
see.
than that, the
Then you go to a
coronavirus-
studio too.
I don't. Go ahead.
Oh no, so you go to a studio, niggas in and out.
In and
Motherfucker,
out,
it ain't like
man.
it's just a private little studio.
Nah.
So.
Like I was telling.
I ain't worried about it. It's just like a bowler.
Like I was telling the girl, as far as studio sessions, I like that we go when niggas ain't there. Like, it's cool to go have a studio session at night. That's when most of the time niggas be on fire with the bars and shit like that. You in the mode at night. But it's like, with the stu sessions, we don't want other niggas in our sessions.
Now, some niggas be kind of sketchy too.
Yeah,
Fuck
man.
that.
Niggas be walking in and out,
You start clutching.
staring and shit. Motherfuckers don't want to speed. You get bad
Yeah, like if you
vibes.
gonna be coming in on somebody's session, you should be saying, "Oh, what's up, bro?" I
Yeah.
ain't saying I'm about to walk in there and introduce
Niggas be
myself,
mad
give my
as-
business card.
mad disrespectful.
Yeah, but it's like, bro, you come in somebody else's session. That's why I only like doing no shit like that. So,
Nah,
yeah.
and not only that, there are other studios within that studio,
other
so you
rooms,
hear
yep.
other bass lines dropping in the middle of our sessions and shit.
Yeah,
So,
so like you said, it's just better to go
we
at a different time. For sure.
we go at the perfect times, like
There really don't be nobody there.
nobody.
Look,
Well,
about,
that
to
one
tell, about to
time.
tell when we go. Yeah, we be going on.
Yeah, I won't- nah,
I was
I
about to
thought
say
about
that.
that.
No, I was
That's-
about to say I was like, nah.
Oh, fuck
I mean, like y'all give a fuck. Y'all don't
I'm
care.
about to catch us slipping,
Yeah, exactly.
slipping, whatever.
Yeah,
lacking, as
motherfucker
they
pop
say.
up there. Matter of fact, y'all know where we go, so it don't matter if we told y'all.
Nah.
But anyway, it's only a couple. I was about to say it's only a few. There's probably plenty of studios.
We
out
slide
there,
when
but-
don't nobody be there. Can't nobody interrupt us, and it's all love. Like, so that's
I mean, I don't care if somebody there, dog.
nah. It gives you more networking chances, but
At least, like, it's one time I remember you were in there rapping and shit. I don't know if Trey was there or not, but when niggas basically running security type shit. So it's like I'm sitting up in there chilling, whatever, and dude come up in there. He was talking to Joe. And Then he like, damn, what up, bro? This, that, and the third.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he introduced himself. He's like, you mind if I see you for a second? I don't give a fuck.
And we had the Ronin in the corner.
But it's more so because you asked, like, yo, you mind if I whatever? Like, no, I don't care, bro.
That's
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was respectful about this shit. I'm not saying the nigga got to come in there and, like,
that,
kiss your feet.
There was
it's just
a
a
time
fucking
when we
studio.
were in there and the nigga was just, I don't know, I got a bad vibe off that nigga.
He probably was a cool, that's the bad
coming there,
part,
stood there. I think he was just getting something,
yeah. But that's the thing, though. Like, it's just like you said, the energy. He might was the coolest nigga you ever met in your life, but bro, you didn't act like
I didn't get the vibe.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, niggas probably get that vibe off me.
You finna get shot by one of the boys.
Yeah, like even when I be walking into places like that, I don't be like the most jolly. Hey, how you doing?
Nah, I'm not saying
Joey.
you supposed to just hop on, like you said, ain't shake everybody's hand,
but at the same time, you gotta let niggas hold up.
You and I are like, we're paying to be here right now, like so you in our bubble.
Technically, you know what I'm saying? Cool. Yeah, bro.
But
see if I get shot by one of the boys.
Yeah, sum that up real quick.
Ain't no tough guy, but shit. Go ahead now. For real. But yeah. Damn, something else you was just saying I was about to touch on. I can't remember. Oh no, but how you feel about the coronavirus or whatever? Do you think it's like some serious shit? Or
you know,
I be trying to take that shit serious.
Yeah,
but
man.
It's like with Ebola.
You always had them vibes like, oh, you see that shit on TV? Oh, shit can't happen to me. That shit can happen to you. Shit, sure. I didn't think a motherfucker would ever break in my car like that. You see that shit on TV. You see that shit around the way. That shit can't happen to me.
Yeah, nobody thinks
shit
something. I say that all the time though. You never think it can happen to you till it happens.
Till it happened, and then you left with your skirt down.
Goofy as hell. Nah, for real. Looking goofy as hell.
Yeah, so
you wear skirts.
I'm not gonna.
Nah, whatever. Go ahead, man. Just go ahead. Never mind. Never mind.
All right.
You said
if I wear skirts, what's the problem?
Nothing. But...
I mean, you know. It's a thing nowadays. People wear skirts. I mean, speaking on wearing skirts, you know, jump into the next project. Next project, what the fuck? The next topic.
I wear skirts. That's name what? You gonna be standing there with a skirt on?
The next topic. Speaking on wearing skirts and shit, Lil Nas X dropped a song with Nas. Like you said,
what they got to do with skirts?
He wears skirts and shit. You know, he came out and said he was gay. Hey,
he did not. I ain't never seen him with a skirt on.
Then when that pink thing, that was pants. It was some tight pink pants.
Damn, look at this nigga. Just because somebody gay, they wear skirts. You a disrespectful nigga. This nigga
but
get in the comments.
Ain't even gonna get in the comments and cancel him.
Yeah, exactly.
All this cancel culture we got going on, man. But speaking on cancel culture, all right, I'm gonna just say this.
Yeah.
Nas got that song with Lil Nas got a song with Nas, yo. And then Lil Nas X got a song with Nas. I heard that shit on the radio.
What is the name of it? Because I seen something about it, but I ain't listened to it.
I can't remember. But song play. I even like got up close because the radio was low. I wanted to hear it because I was at work at the time. Mm-hmm. It's like, Nas, what the fuck is you doing? But he got on the song.
Why though? Why shouldn't he do it? I
don't like a legend like him jumping on the track with like. I just don't like that look.
But Young M.A. and
Young M.A. nice. Young M.A. nice. Eminem nice. Young M.A. is nice, yo.
For sure.
Nice as
fuck. Arguably the best rapper in the game.
It ain't about her being gay or even about being gay.
No, but my point is you said I don't like a legend, Eminem, Nas, getting on some with these newer motherfuckers. Young M.A.
nice, yo.
But who's to say that Lil Nas ain't
I
nice
ain't
to
even
somebody?
say whether him being newer. He just...
You did say artist. Okay, well, if it ain't about
of
being
his
newer,
caliber, I'll say that. Like, it just, to me...
I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want you to explain it because motherfuckers gonna take this shit wrong. I know
where
you're coming from.
Oh, I knew that's... Yeah. I know when we come at each other like that, we're trying to think from the masses. Mm-hmm. I look at it as like it just don't. This Nas, bro. Like, if I'm Jay-Z, I'm probably gonna poke fun at you on my next record. But hey, I'm not Jay-Z. Cool, but I'm not Jay-Z.
Yeah.
But
stay cool now.
Yeah. But I just didn't feel like that was a good look for him. I listened to the song.
Yeah.
I wasn't rocking with it. I see Nas was trying to just say some shit. You know, Nas. I just wasn't rocking with it overall. It was pretty trash to me. And it was their first time playing it on that specific radio station, so people were calling in. Tell us what you think. Call in. What do they call it? Yeah, basically yes or no, smash or pass, or you like it, you don't. Everybody was calling in. No, it wasn't trash. Some people were saying it wasn't trash. It just wasn't for me. But mostly everybody was like, nah, we ain't rocking with it.
I can see that being the case. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that that's what it is. But I mean, I don't know, man. I just look at that shit like, what do you really expect nowadays when it comes to music, man? Like, you more hard pressed to find. I'm not saying there ain't plenty of good or great music out there, but you hard pressed to find some shit like
trying to get you some streams
good
and shit.
Yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with all that shit. Yeah,
but still, it's like.
And I didn't like the song. And I seen the way. All right, you know how people they get their hit, they smash hit, but they try to follow up with the same formula. and get another hit up out of it. That's the vibe I got off of it, because you could hear him going with the country shit and making his voice deep. Horses in the bag, and my guy had a lag, and he was going with the same like.
Not to be nice.
You had please don't front like you ain't even know how the hook went. Come on, man.
I never said that.
Oh, okay.
That's not a hook.
But
that's the verse.
Oh, but how you know?
Because I know the hook.
Because you know the verse.
No, I know the hook. I know the hook, and then I was like, okay, that got to be the verse, because they ain't in the motherfucking hook.
Your hand itching like a motherfucker. You still scratching it.
I'll tell you what. You gonna see him hit your lady, be like, $100 million.
Hey, more power to you.
I'm running out. Fuck
we still doing the scratch offs.
Fuck everything. I'm out. You feel me?
You about to have a 8K podcast.
I'm not doing the podcast. I'm done. I'm gonna live on the island somewhere. Fuck the world.
Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it.
You ain't coming with me. Fuck that.
I'm coming with you. Fuck
No,
that,
ain't.
nigga. I don't give a fuck. I'm coming with
you.
you.
Fuck that. No. You and Danny gotta stay here.
Oh, no.
I'll take the Kobe turn to a successful artist. A successful athlete.
Alright. But as far as that song goes, it just wasn't the shit.
That ain't what you pulled up listening? Nah. Go ahead.
Not even. Might have been some Nas. A little Nas X.
You know I'd be capping. I was in the shower when you guys. You know I'd be capping.
What you pulled up, guy? Let me pull
I
up.
could have sworn at you. Trey said he was listening. Go ahead, man.
Pastor Troy recently came out, and I don't know your stance on this, but he might switch up. This nigga be switching up on the camera, y'all. But nah.
Yeah,
but
right. You see how I be talking.
Pastor Troy came out about Lil Nas X and talking about how does this gay agenda. You know, you seen the picture he posted. Lil Nas X posted where he had I don't know, what was it, the Grammys or
I think that's what it was.
One of them
like
award shows.
Pink,
all pink with
almost like a leather suit.
Belly.
I didn't see
He had like a was like a fishnet belly area showing some weird shit.
So you really did your research? You was
No,
like, really
I saw the
at
picture and was like looking up and down like,
I bet you was.
this is what it's come to for it. And somebody posted on Facebook and said, I says, this is what the world has come to for real. Like, I get it. Cameron came out with the pink shit. That's cool. Pink is just, it is what it is. I was sporting the pink slouches with the pink.
I've never done it though.
I did it, man, with the pink NBA fitted, the pink black and white NBA shirt. You know, that is what it was. But this is just different. That's all I'm gonna say. This is a little bit different. But Pastor Troy came out and was talking about. I heard it all, and I ain't finna pull it up and read it all. But basically saying that there's been a gay agenda being pushed, and to some extent, I understand what Pastor Troy trying to say. Not saying I 100% agree, but I do believe that there is some type of agenda being pressed. And people do come out on Facebook and be mad about like, oh, what type of agenda y'all trying to say? Like, oh, y'all think because somebody posts something gay on TV, it makes y'all kids gay?
You have a child. So what's your take on it? I'm going to tell you mine, though.
All right.
Keep it G.
Me and my girl are always letting him know. And he pointed this shit out on TV one day. We're always letting him know, like, look, he sees mommy and daddy together off the rip. He knows. He's seen us naked. I mean, we're his parents.
What kind of shit
oh
y'all
God,
do?
they'll come for you these days. We can't do shit.
They're
but you know,
they're gonna take you saying and say,
I taught this
they be
kid,
fucking around their child. I never said that.
No, I taught my son how to pee. He sees that I have a pee. Mommy has whatever. She doesn't. He sees she doesn't.
Wait, how do you teach him how to? But you sit on the toilet, so how'd you?
Oh, okay. I was about to say, nigga,
All
what
right.
you mean? That's cute. That's cute. That's cute.
No, okay, let me stop. Go ahead, be serious. Though. Now we're gonna get serious.
But he sees that we had different body parts. So, I ain't even got no comebacks to keep it G, man. I could just say I'll slap you when the camera go off. You know what I'm saying? Don't come trying to shake my hand, dap me up. That was a good podcast, bro.
There's
nah,
a
I
difference
don't want
between
none of that shit.
A joke and a flat out tomfoolery, buffoonery. Get yourself shot. You feel me? Shit.
Nah, but all right.
No Pat Mahomes watching for you. I'm gonna be in the ER.
But,
can't believe he shot me. Go ahead, man.
We do let him know girls are with guys are girls. Nothing other than that. Like we don't just push no agenda on him. Like we just let him know what it is. So the other day, my girl's watching this show that's about these two women that have husbands that were best friends, and their husbands wound up leaving them, divorcing them to be together.
Come on, man.
Funny shit, yo. It was funny as hell. Man. But these guys went to go kiss, and my son goes, "Ew, they're two boys. They're not supposed to be kissing." I'm like,
but hold on, so what's wrong with two men kissing?
Because, all right, I'm not homophobic at all.
This is what I'm asking you.
If you are a man and you kiss a man, That's you, bruh. If you a female, you can say that's you.
It's hot. No, I'm just playing.
But in my it's hot. But in my household, that just ain't how we do it. And I look at things like
oh god,
God made Adam, the whole typical God made Adam and Eve, not
so
Adam and Steve. But I do believe there's a higher power.
Mm-hmm.
But God made Adam and Eve, and not Adam and Steve.
But how can you say that? Hold on, I gotta cut you off. Mm-hmm. How can you say that if you say I'm not religious and I don't believe in the Bible like that or whatever? You can't then use that to prove your point.
Well,
I'm not saying you can't.
Men were obviously put here to reproduce with women. Simple as that. It's like we were obviously put here to be with women. Like
says who?
You
love who
it's
you love.
obvious. Nigga, like
love who you love. I'm
okay,
playing,
I know what you're saying. I know, yeah. I know what you're saying, but it's pretty fucking obvious. Like that's the whole purpose. The sole purpose, like Now, if you're a man, you want to be with a man, do your thing. That's just who you can't help you love, like you saying. That's you, bruh. But that just ain't how just ain't how like I see things and how I view my points of views. Now, I do feel like this gay stuff is being pushed on us. Like I do feel like there is an agenda. I truly do feel that way because some years back you wouldn't see this type of stuff happening, and you can't even say that, drop a F-bomb, but you can say nigger a million times. Yeah. So that shit just ain't right. You know?
But then their response to you would be something like, well, yeah, you didn't see it years ago because the world wasn't as accepting. Now we're more accepting. Maybe that's why you see more gay shit. Doesn't mean it's an agenda.
The further you go back in time, you also know that the world was more in touch with the fuck,
we were more in touch with nature for sure.
Yes, yeah. The further you go back in history, you go more. People were more in tune. Mm-hmm. So, of course, I'm sure there's always been gayness around at some point. But the further you go back, the less you see. Even back then, when Michelangelo was painting pictures of little dicks on the, I'm sure there was some stuff going on. Yeah, pedophilia. It's always been a thing. Even guys, that's always been a thing. Even back then, I read my barber book. It talks about the history of barbering, and that'll make you gay, but. The priest would have the barbers shave their whole bodies, like back then. Like it was a religious thing. You just shave the man takes and shaves your whole body.
What's wrong with that?
That's all I said. Hey, I don't mean it's gay, but I don't see me as a barber going. Let me get up under your sack.
So if I ask you to shave my whole body,
let me get up under your sack, brother. Fuck
you ain't gonna shave my whole body.
Fuck no.
Why not?
Because that ain't how I get out. I was gonna say, but that's gay.
Well, aren't you comfortable in your sexuality? I'm comfortable with
very
mine,
comfortable.
Brother. First off, you ain't gonna hold up myself.
I'm already like the closest I get to what barbering you is touching your mouth when I edge your shit up. Like I'm not doing nothing else.
No, I'm with you. I wouldn't even want nobody.
If you had dreads, I'm not twisting your shit. Even though there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
What's wrong with twisting somebody's dread? If you really know how to twist,
it's because if you look. It's just something you grew up not doing.
I was just about to say, that's what it is, though, is literally just an old school mentality.
Yeah, that's just the way it is. Like, maybe if you sat in a barber chair and you paid me to twist your dreads, I might tax you a little bit. And that might be the deal breaker for you. Because you're doing so much of comfort zone type shit. Yeah, I'm going to tax you. Because back then, I remember when I got my dreads twisted. I'll pay the price. Record this shit. And I'm going to let motherfuckers know he's sitting in the barber's. It's one thing if you sit on the floor in between my legs, and now you get all comfortable. I'm like, what up, bro? So niggas walk in. What up, bro? Like, come on,
But you know what's so funny?
Come on, man.
I agree with you to a degree, but this is a whole great conversation in itself, only because it really comes down to how comfortable you are in your sexuality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Obviously, there's levels
to it. And I'm very comfortable.
There's a, thin line between, or there's a gray area between, okay, I'm comfortable, and then you're gay or straight. You know what I'm saying? To me, I guess you could say that's the gray area. Like some dude sitting between legs, twisting his hair. We are literally cousins. Bro. And we're back.
For your rudely
we just talking about this shit, yeah. But if you sit between my legs, I'm sitting between yours, whatever. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And if you twist my hair, I'm twisting yours. That don't make you gay. You know what I'm trying to say? That don't make me gay. Like, I get where you coming from, bro, but it's just like a...
Shout out Trey.
Yeah, I would say
but I ain't want to be all on the microphone.
Yeah, no doubt. But I get where you coming from, bro. But it more so comes down to having like a certain type of old school mentality. You feel me?
Yeah.
And you're not the only one. I know a nigga right now that got a son, and he like on some. I don't want him to be. Which I feel like any man.
He ain't even
that's what people gotta understand too, though. Like you have a son, he got a son. You can't blame a heterosexual man for saying, I don't want my son to be gay.
No.
You want your son to be like you. If
you get shit on for that shit.
I know, but
don't do that shit in public or try to be like, no, stop. Well, like Kevin Hart did. Stop, that's gay, and then break the Barbie doll house over his head.
But that was different though. Like, he's talking about, I'm going to
whoop his ass because you're gay.
because you're gay.
I
That's
get it.
different. You know what I'm saying? That's different.
I get it.
But it's a fucking joke, though.
But if I'm just like, I want my son to be straight, like, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're,
no doubt. But I guess what it really comes down to is like, and I don't have no son, you know, so I don't have no child. But I mean, we the same age or whatever, you know. But I got a similar mentality, but I don't know. Like, if your son trying to be gay, you're gonna love him regardless.
Regardless,
that's what people don't get about that. But
I don't love him any different.
yeah, but in the same time though, I get
it's gonna hurt me,
yeah,
and I'm not saying because I dislike gay people. That ain't the case. I'm a heterosexual male. I want him to be the same, man.
Yeah, I get that shit.
So don't ever think I'm on here bashing no shit.
Yeah, he don't do that on camera.
We don't do that. This nigga. No, but we don't bash. Like, you won't hear that. You will never hear that shit on this podcast ever, or or any of my other our other segments or any of that. So whether you purple, white, blue, gay, straight, whatever, no bashing.
Clean up.
Hey man, hey. But
they'll cancel you.
Back to the back, and that's what I was about to get on cancel culture. Yeah. The thing is with Pastor Troy. I don't know if he's still popping in Atlanta, but they trying to cancel him. You're making him relevant. Like right now, I wasn't talking about no damn Pastor Troy.
There's a bunch of people
not
never
everybody
heard
on
of
Facebook.
Like,
no,
who's this guy?
They think he's an actual pastor.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Like, I ain't seen no sermons. I looked on YouTube. All I see is music.
Go
videos.
listen to Vice Versa, nigga.
Yeah, all I see is music videos. I ain't seen no sermons in that.
Oh shit! Go look up Pastor Troy if you know who Pastor Troy is. For all my white viewers. All the white viewers, nah, man. But I mean, I get it though. But the whole thing is so. My thing was like, with what he said, I'm cool with that. Like, that's his thought, that's his opinion. Who are you to say he was right or wrong? Like, anybody say right or wrong, but I think he may have said a few offensive things. Like I said, I didn't know. I heard it all. I didn't read it all.
I believe there's a gay agenda too. Like there is or has been or whatever. But
no doubt
I don't
in my
think
mind.
that's a part of the gay agenda. Like. Little Nas X wearing the shit because he want to wear it. To me, the outfit just looked weird. Like, it's just some shit I would never wear. I don't care if he was straight.
So you don't think it might have slightly affected a few doors that have been open for him?
Affect them doors in what way?
Like, because you know they talk about the industry being like overran by a lot of gay people. And do you think that might have like a few more doors might have been open or shut in that matter for him to get to where he's got? Not saying that that's...
What, you saying because he's gay, do I feel like these doors got open?
Certain doors.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. I've heard the same shit. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But it's like if the industry is ran at some of the executives or something like that, and if they're gay, and like, yeah, you probably do get more opportunity, but I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't in there. But, I mean, just like if there's a position where there's a straight guy at the top, and then you got a gay person and a straight person, he's more than likely going to choose... You know what I'm saying? The straight guy, because I can relate to you. We're in the same
go that way with
boat,
skin color too, shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's a white guy, there's probably a higher chance that if y'all both are equally qualified, same goes with a rapper. If Lil Nas X got the song, he's gay. I got the song similar. They both fire or whatever, and he goes, well, I kind of like his look more. I like the fact that he's gay or whatever the fuck. Yeah, but do I think him wearing it as a part of gay agenda? No, he just wanted to wear some goofy looking shit.
Nah, I don't think that was his intentions.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it gets to be a bit, like I said, a bit of a gray area. You start talking about all that gay agenda, gay this and that. I really do feel like there may be one, or there definitely was, but I feel like it's just more accepted nowadays. And that's just some shit. The same way we talk about, you know what's funny? This is what probably the gay people would say. The same way how we, as black people, say, oh, them old, white, cracker, racist motherfuckers need to die off. They gonna say, y'all close-minded
homophobic
motherfuckers
need to go
I ain't
somewhere.
homophobic. But they gonna say you niggas that think like y'all
okay,
the old school
straight
mentality.
motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Okay.
they gonna be like, y'all need to die. Nah, just people who got a more of a homophobic mentality. But they gonna say, y'all need to die off. You feel me? But I ain't got no homophobic mentality. It's just some shit that I subscribe to. I grew up like, you know, you see man, woman, whatever. I don't give a fuck if y'all gay. That shit, look, whatever y'all do, y'all business. Y'all
wilding out, doing all that kissing and shit, like slobbing each other down in public.
But you say that shit.
I say that for any straight gay.
Okay, I'm about to say
that don't matter. That don't
I
have
hate
shit to do with the gay people or none of that. That's just people.
You can pick somebody on the list, male,
that's
female,
different.
female, man, woman, whatever. I don't care. That's
y'all fucking in public.
I don't like seeing that shit though. I don't like seeing people kissing.
Y'all start fucking in public and put my damn camera out. You gonna make me rich. All these streams, goddamn.
Oh, use a freak.
All these streams.
Use a freak.
The streams.
This is gonna go straight to fucking porn.
I'm trying to get viral.
All right, this nigga's a freak. Hey, look, man, I ain't here judging you. Whatever. That's your first thought. Oh, 2 men kissing 2 women.
Nah, I said y'all whip out and start fucking out in public. Exactly. I'm gonna have to record you. Like, who wouldn't? Like, really, that's just like...
Yeah, you're right. So you really ain't homophobic because you want to watch 2 dudes fuck, so yeah. Oh my God.
Not even.
Whatever.
But
jokes, y'all. Relax.
But even with Pastor Troy, what was I about to say? With the whole cancel culture.
Them trying to cancel him.
And with the gay agenda, and people can talk about what agenda you think, like what you trying to say?
That's the question. Though.
I see things like this.
Do you really think they're trying to make your son gay? Like that's the question. Like, and what benefit would it give?
To a certain extent, yes. And this is another thing. I believe gayness. I could be wrong, especially with black people, because black people are going through some shit.
Yeah.
Gayness helps stop the population. You can't get pregnant. Guys and females watching this, if you go fuck your same gender, you're not gonna get pregnant. Neither one of y'all can adopt, but that's not affecting. That don't make another. That person was here.
Control,
that person was here. Like adopting ain't nothing.
But y'all got a child, so I could go fuck this girl 100 times, busting that in 1,000,000 times, whatever. She may never get pregnant. You see what I'm saying? So they'll say, well, you can't say just because we can't have sex and procreate. There are plenty of male, female. Look, I'm gonna play devil's advocate for them with everything you say, just so that niggas can understand what you really trying to say. Because I agree with you on a certain level, but I just know how people are. They gonna come back with their little.
Yeah, they're always gonna have some type of
comeback or something.
Reasoning. I know what you're trying to say there, but that's just unfortunate that person may or may not be able to get pregnant, but.
Yeah, y'all literally cannot.
It's not
There's
possible.
No way,
like
God
right. himself can come down. No, well, he can change it, but he ain't. That ain't happening. Just simple as that. And not even a what do they call it? A miraculous like
a miracle.
Yeah, a miracle. That's just not happening.
Talking about immaculate conception.
Yeah. That's the word I was looking for. That's just not happening.
That's crazy. Imagine you say this shit. TC, a man walk around.
Well, there was a man walk around pregnant,
but it wasn't a man. Yeah.
Oh, word.
Oh no, the one I seen it was a. How do you say this? Like, it was a transgender person, but they had like a mustache, a beard. What'd you say? Say it louder.
I don't know what you is. Honestly, you came out.
I didn't say that.
Whatever you associate yourself with. Look, we trying so hard not to get canceled. Not even.
Nah, but I know what you're saying though. But it was like a transgender person. I don't even know if it's male or female. I'm not trying to be funny. I guess it was a transgender man. I don't know. But she was born a woman and then ended up going through the process, got like taking the hormones or testosterone, grew like a thick ass beard, all type of shit. But what made it confusing was she turned into a man, and then she was with somebody who was a man who turned into a woman. But she still had a vagina, he still had his dick, and then they had sex. So it was like a.
Y'all confusing everybody.
Nah, bro, that shit was like crazy though, because it was a woman that was a man. Oh yeah, a woman who was born a woman, turned to a man, still had her vagina.
On the other side. And
then vice versa. And then they were walking around, and he would have on but whatever. She would have on the dress. Whatever. She would have on the dress. And this other person would have on like, manly clothes but be pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Because she was still genetically a woman.
It almost sounds like they were trying to stir some shit.
Do some crazy shit. This was years ago though. I was like my early 20s or something.
That's wild.
That shit was crazy though. That shit threw me off.
And these days you can you can call what do they call it? You can call yourself anything. You can just if I decided to go, I'm not a man, I'm a dog. For sure. Just gotta be cool with it.
You can do all that shit.
Weird out here.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I can't say it's weird either. It's just different out here these days,
different.
Man.
You can't say weird. I mean, to me, there's nothing wrong with
that's the worst part about it. You can't even say that.
But it is weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then they say
that don't mean I'm disrespecting you.
We got all this free speech, but the minute you say something, you get canceled. So what the fuck? Shit is crazy out here. So with my son growing up in this kind of world, it's only gonna escalate further. I really don't know what to expect. You really don't.
Yeah, bro.
You just kind of got to play it by ear.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna be stuck with my old school mentality, but I'm always gonna have my ways.
But really, what it comes down to is, I mean, granted, you can break that same way you might break your religious change or eating habits or whatever. Mm-hmm. You have to just break that mentality of thinking if you want to. Mm-hmm. But what it really comes down to is, it's just generation by generation, shit changes. Just like now, I would say our generations on some level are more health conscious than they were 2-3 generations ago.
Damn sure is. I see a lot more vegan people still. Y'all vegan vegetarians are still the butt of jokes and shit. But people are damn sure more up to date with that shit.
Like some of them be kind of I choco. Yeah. Most of them shit be whack as hell. But the thing I was gonna say about generations is when your son get to be your age, 30, you 29, pushing 30, 35, 40, he'll probably be more accepting of that shit than you are because he's going to be raised in a
Growing
society
up in it,
where that shit is more
It
accepted.
don't phase him.
You know?
It won't phase him at all. Like,
yeah, you'll see all type of shit. You know what I'm saying? To transgender men, women, whatever it may be, whatever.
Yeah, it's gonna be just different out here.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different. You gotta pause for you, especially from the generation we're from.
I've learned how to separate that shit a little bit. Like that's why I say I'm not like in agreement.
I can see it being
everything.
hard, like to accept it at first.
For sure. Yeah, I'm not in agreement.
We grew up in a generation where like we grew up in a very homophobic generation. We back when we were kids in middle school and shit. People say faggot all the time.
I just about to say the word too. It's like, oh, you're supposed to say the F word.
Fuck all that motherfuckers say nigga all they want to. Fuck that.
Yeah.
But we grew up in that generation. Niggas say faggots on their records like after they drop a bar. Faggot. Yeah. Niggas would do that shit.
But that's the thing,
you
like
be a rapper in your verse saying faggot, you want to.
Yeah. Unless you gay. That's about the only way you gonna slide.
Like Lil Nas X will probably get that shit off.
Because I think he's bisexual or whatever. Some shit. But yeah, man, it's like it just was like you said, it just was different times. Like but niggas will say some wild shit. Like I think Big got that line. He said something about
you look so good. I suck on your daddy dick.
But he say something about somebody kidnap your kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over the bridge.
Yeah.
The first time I heard that shit,
he had mad gay love.
Yeah, but that was some pedophile shit. He said his kid, my nigga. I don't know if he said Wiz. Somebody kidnapped kids, fuck them in the ass, throw them over the bridge. Okay, I get this alliance with it with that. Yo,
you saying your niggas is harsh? I get it.
But that's come on,
boy Boosie say my nigga think a stick his thumb in your ass.
None of my niggas ain't that harsh. If any of my niggas is fucking kids in the ass and throw them over the bridge,
you out of my crew, bro.
I fuck with Special Victims Unit. I'm stable. Except for I go further. I'm killing y'all niggas. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I won't feel it. That shit, I remember the first time I heard it, I was like, oh, what the fuck he say? Run this shit back. Yeah, this was CD players and shit.
It wasn't even on no fire shit. It was like, hold up. What the?
Yeah, it was like, yo. Y'all hear that? Like,
speaking of some weird shit, I hate to jump subjects. Yeah. But you know, Wayne dropped this album, and niggas is saying that shit hot though. Like, I'm sorry for sleeping on Wayne. A lot of niggas is coming out like, yo, this shit's actually hot.
I had to listen to it.
But you said something on the bar. He said,
he said something about I titty fuck your girl. He said I titty fuck your girl while your kid was breastfeeding. Some other shit he said right after that, and he said, "Oops, I do it. I'm stupid." Something like that.
Oh man.
Point being, I get it. It's funny. I like motherfucker sent me the bar. I laughed about it, but
that's funny.
Yeah.
So you think you said it here first? You think he gonna catch any backlash behind the shit? I do.
No, because it's Wayne. He don't care. He don't do interviews like that. Like matter of fact, you gotta get a definition or explanation of what backlash
like
is.
This bar can get put out on Twitter and like. That's a borderline. That's a borderline like that's a great area. I feel like that bar was a very great area. Like you can't say that.
Like, but to me, that's just some sick shit. Like if you imagine, like I don't know if you titty fucked a girl before, or whatever. But imagine titty fucking. No, I'm not being funny. Imagine you titty fucking a girl and then the kid right there just nursing. Like, your hell, little nigga, I'm trying to get these titties. Like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Like, nah, I can't even picture that shit. Like, no.
Hell no.
No, I don't even want to be fucking
kid
around type shit.
Yeah, Wayne, you wild, dude.
Yeah. Hopefully
I'm not gonna be the one to like come for you. That ain't me.
Nah, I don't care.
You Wayne, like you known for saying wild shit.
That's my point. So that's why you say he gonna get canceled? No. He known for saying crazy shit.
I don't think he necessarily get canceled. You can say flack for it, I think.
They tried to cancel Dave Chappelle for that, the transgender jokes he made when he did a stand up a couple years or so ago and all that.
Shit not sliding
Dave Chappelle
not with America.
So again, but I'm saying he made the jokes. Dave's still doing stand up. Same shit Wayne, they still gonna go to see his show. They still love him. Oh, Tunchi, all this shit, whatever. Yeah. You know, you're not getting rid of a nigga like Wayne, bro. If you come out and say some shit like you just starting to get on fire, they might try to get you like that. But I don't know how successful they would be with that. If your music and you got that undeniable shit, bro, fuck it, man. They gonna keep coming back. Even if you lose some fans here and there, they gonna keep coming back.
Undeniable. But at this point, a lot of people be trying to shit on Wayne.
I just don't fuck with him. I ain't listening to none of I maybe heard 3 songs, maybe off Carter 5. I don't fuck with that shit, bro. Not Wayne, like as a person, whatever to me, but I just wasn't like, oh, let me listen to that.
So you didn't necessarily hear his new album?
I ain't heard none of that shit. I just told you somebody sent me the bar.
Song. I heard some of Eminem shit. It was, from what I heard, it was cool. Like Eminem, he said some shit up here. Like one of them, man, he was spitting so fucking fast. He had Twisted Beat. Like
Twisted was on the song with him? Or?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying, he's
just comparing them too. Yeah. I heard he got a song with Juice WRLD that's pretty good. I don't know the name. I
heard some of it.
Heard some with Younger May. I heard she got him up there type shit.
I think
depending on what you want to hear.
She did. She was
depending on what you want to hear.
She was spitting, and she got a lot more sauce than Eminem. Eminem is a sauceless dude.
He's like a technical rapper.
He can rap and shit.
I put words together,
but he still rap the same. Like I
I
don't
heard
like
he
his.
started off like real
I could see why niggas don't. The urban community don't fuck with him so heavy. Like I could understand that. I could understand why they say.
I hate that word,
I could understand why they try to say, Boosie better than Eminem. Shut the fuck up. But I understand it. I understand it.
Put lyrical, tactical rapping. No, it ain't too many people that's probably better than the man.
But I could understand why Eminem don't have no sauce. That's what I love. Big, huge Eminem fan, especially Eminem shows. So Eminem, if you ever watch this, don't never say I'm saying you trash and I don't.
That's on Eminem.
And not saying that you ain't got no sauce. Period. But I'm saying you ain't got no sauce. But compared to the
I know what you mean.
People that people fuck feeling. But
look, niggas gonna hear him say a little bar about the podcast. I'm like, oh, he dish you, bro. He dish you.
You word to the wise, like
yeah, exactly.
Stupid motherfucker.
That's funny as hell.
But Young, I don't know if Young M.A. got it. I might have to go back and listen. But I remember when I was listening to M.A.'s verse, I was like, "Whoo, hey, she nice." Like,
so
nice.
Would you say she's the best female rapper?
I say hands down, Young M.A. Hands down, nobody fucking with her female wise.
I fuck with Rhapsody though, bro.
Oh damn, I forgot you mentioned her.
I fuck with Rhapsody.
But I need to go listen for real.
Like
when I have her before you sent me what you sent me that day, I didn't like what I had heard up until then.
I know what you're saying. It's like that one. We always went back to that one freestyle. It was like her and some other people.
She was like, Mini, Mighty Mo.
I don't remember how it go.
And I was just like, and she fucked up a little bit. And it's cool, you know,
but
nobody's
But that's the thing, though. Like, when it comes to, like,
Saha
like
there.
The album, where?
You can't fuck up Saha there, damn.
I don't remember all
Team
that.
Backpack.
But, okay, that's what it was. So I can know it was some shit like that. Something to do with a book bag.
One of them niggas got signed by Bird that was rapping up there. He trashed, but Bird signed him. I think.
White dude?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, I remember we looked at his shit. Yeah, he sucked. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
No, I'm not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not sorry. He sucked. But Rhapsody nice as fuck, bro. Like, that's why I'm
like...
like...
get your name out there.
But Young M.A. probably do talk more shit that I like to hear, but not being funny.
Man.
She's kind of like one of the homies. Like, you see her sitting here chilling. We talking stories about women and girls and shit. She gonna be like, yeah, I remember one time I had this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, only thing she switch up is she say she got a strap or say something that she can relate to.
I got a strap too, but not no dildo. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I say I got a strap, I'm talking about a pistol. You say it, you're talking about a pistol. She talking about both.
Yeah.
She got a pistol and a fake dick.
She got an advantage over us. Yeah, she can use more. She can use more metaphors for her straps. You know what I'm saying?
For real. Yeah.
She can put.
Ew, that's nasty. I don't want to see that one. Keep that strap to yourself. You know what I mean? So y'all want to see the new strap I just bought?
Whoa. Lyrical advantages.
She be like, y'all want to see? She be like, you want to see the new strap I just bought? It depends now. If it's chrome.
How many bullets it hold?
Yeah. None. This one limited. Ew.
I don't want to hear about it.
Ew. But now on some real shit though, like I say, 1 and 2, at least far as like, you know, the mainstream people. There's probably some people rap better than both of them. Mm-hmm. But from what I've heard, I say they 1 and 2. Like again, I fuck with Rhapsody.
That's saying a lot though. That Rhapsody gotta be nice.
Man, I just like the shit she be talking about. She be talking about some real shit. But I just like the shit that Young M.A. be saying sometimes. Like she's more.
All her shit.
I think Young M.A. I don't know what you mean when you say better rapper. I'm gonna say putting words together. I say Rhapsody got her beat, but as far as just rapping and flowing,
we always you always talk. We seen Charlamagne big up in old girl
all
like
the time.
What's her name?
I told you, Rhapsody. He say it's
she from Snow
Kendrick.
Hill, bro, on the street.
He says Kendrick and Rhapsody on their own tier. And he said the next tier is like
so
Cole.
Would you agree with him?
No,
Right.
Cole to me rap just as good as I like Cole. Kendrick.
I'll shoot Cole way past Kendrick, and I fuck with.
I ain't gonna say way past.
I fuck with Kendrick.
Just
a few steps ahead of Kendrick.
Just rapping wise, to me they right there with each other. I like Kendrick's flow. I mean, I like Cole flow and what he say more. Kendrick probably, honestly, he might be like we said, tactitional, if that's a word. But like as far as a tactical rapper, Kendrick probably is better tactically rapping maybe than Cole.
I'm with that.
But Cole I just like he say I feel that shit more. He say very relatable shit.
I'll say this.
And Rhapsody just say, but I don't think Cole and not Cole, Rhapsody and Kendrick are on a tier by themselves. I disagree with that. Rhapsody and Kendrick, on a tier by themselves. And then he say like Cole and Sean and whoever else is on the tier right under them. No.
Sean on a hot tier too.
Yeah, I don't know if he up there with them.
I feel like he's underrated.
Rapping wise,
he's
underrated rapper. Yeah, man. That's
with Kendrick, even with Kendrick though, when I hear his flow, he nice as fuck. Don't get it twisted, but some of his bars like they just don't. And I'm a rapper, so the bars don't fit always with me. like the way they rhyme together aren't as greatly rhymed, and that's just how I see things in my head. You know? He doesn't put all the words together perfectly like And that maybe that's not his thing. You're not supposed to.
I'm about to say maybe that's what he's like. No, you just want the shit to be too simple for you.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
not what
cool.
I'm looking for.
No, but I'm saying he might say the way I rap versus if we compare him and Cole, he might say, well, that's cool, but the way that I rap versus what you want to hear from him is my shit is more tactical. Like, yeah, and that's fine. But nah, I just like I said, Cole just it's just the way he do that shit.
Hit the dots. He hit the shit on the marker.
But he got shit too where he rappity rap too now. Don't get it fucked up. But it's just even when he do that, I still like his rappity rap style more than Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Then sometimes Kendrick do the little voice switch up. That's cool. Yeah. I don't really be feeling that shit though. Like I don't be feeling that shit a lot of time.
I'm sure it's a West Coast thing, man. And he was influenced by
maybe
people before him.
I just like certain people that's getting to. But again,
I always make sure I catch his albums though.
But again, that's y'all biased because Cole is from Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Rhapsody from Snow Hill, Rhapsody from Winterville. Something
when
like
I first heard of J. Cole, matter of fact, I came to you with it.
Yeah.
This was like 08, 09, something like that.
Yeah. It was a little
tight. And it was LA Leakers, and they were saying that they think that Cole was better than Drake, and I never heard of Cole. It was like, we think you're better than Drake. Yeah, and at this time, I was a huge
Drake was on fire.
Man,
what you talking about?
I said, man, fuck out of here. This nigga ain't. He spit. I was like, all right, okay. Just he was spitting.
I ain't gonna say he better
okay.
One, but he talking that shit. Yeah.
But I was like, let me go download some shit. Because at this time, these days, man, I'm keep a G. I'm not really into all this new shit. Like, I'm not on download. I'm not happy as music like I used to. I'll go hop on a podcast before I jump up and listen to music nowadays. I don't expect much from these niggas. They rapping the same. They ain't.
The flow's the same. The content.
I try and think maybe I'm just being an old head. No, if you really listen to it, these niggas ain't saying nothing. They saying this every year. It's just.
Some people saying
whack
something.
Now. Some people are. It's just getting whack. Like I don't want to listen no more. So
you know what's crazy? You say that though. Not to cut you off, but I really was. But to cut you off, I was really thinking about this shit the other day, and I'm like, I listen to music, but like, for example, be like with Wayne. I ain't got nothing against him. I listen to see what funny shit he gonna say, what wild shit, but I don't be like going out my way to hear.
Not like I used to.
Even as much as I say Cole my favorite rapper, I don't like he dropped an album this year. I'm gonna listen to it because it's been a while since he dropped. Yeah. But I don't go out my way to listen to these niggas.
If I got, I look at it like this.
But I do
want to
hear what you're saying.
Coming up, I know I'm going somewhere.
Oh yeah, we're going to Raleigh. Yeah, definitely listen to that shit.
Let me think of what album I haven't listened to. I need to listen to. It's going there. So that's
we did that shit with somebody's shit. One of them last time we had went. No matter of fact, I remember one time I went to drop your girl off and. We listened to the Dreamers. It was me, you, and Jacoby.
Yeah.
And that was cool to me. That wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't whack, but I was not feeling that shit like that. I don't think because Cole went up there enough. That's why I fuck with him.
And I do like, I think that's what it was. Man. I do like to think that I need to give it a second listen. And I did. I
said the same shit.
And I said that on Facebook. Someone was like, we need to go back and listen again. Listen again. I was like,
There's shit that you can go back and listen 2-3 times. Like, okay, I see what I missed.
Yes. Not this one. Just did not do it for me.
I just needed more Cole.
I don't feel like his team is as nice as people make them out to be. No, not that JID dude is nice. Musically, what's some other dudes he got?
Boz
is they can rap, yo. They can rap. Like, they're not trash.
I can't think of this other dude name. I think Earth
maybe it's musically. Maybe they got the bars. It's just musically.
See that's what people don't get too. There's a difference between you being a good, great rapper and then, like you said, musically, like the way your songs are. That's what I think it was. There was a lot of good rapping on that project. It's just like the way they do hooks and they do their voices different way. That's cool, but my ears don't want to hear that. I like just a regular voice motherfucker. Sometimes, like we talked about with Future, that's like I fuck with that Future heavy. He going that shit be sounding good as fuck. And sometimes he be talking that shit. Sometimes he don't got to say shit. He just get up there and repeat himself and be chant.
His music making. Sometimes his lyrics. But
a lot of times though, he can just do a bunch of chant rap like. And he just know how to make.
He knows how to sound melodic and make that shit flow. Like,
but that's my thing.
He picks the right beats. That's what he's a talent.
You don't need exactly when you got the right beat. It's some nice. It's nice and clear. You talking some shit, some street shit, whatever. I want to hear some trap shit.
As long as somebody can hear something they relate in them.
Yeah.
Even if they don't relate, it just sounds like some shiesty, nice shit. Like,
but then when it comes to that rapidy rap shit, it's cool. But it's like, it's just like the way, like you said, JID behind Cole. JID might be the nicest rapper out of they whole clique.
I agree.
But it's like, I think you better him than me. But he'd be like, even on 2K, he got a song like that.
I didn't like it. I don't like it. Yup.
I don't like that.
On the hook could be a dude singing.
Told you. Yeah. Some shit like that.
I was not liking the raps.
I won't feel it. And
I can remember some of the bars too. It wasn't that I'm not listening to lyrics. I try to listen to it, break it down. He's talking about a girl.
Where was you was at when I was... And it bleeped the shit out.
Yeah.
Probably with another nigga.
Yeah.
Something with another... Sucking on another dick. Some shit like that he's saying. I'm like, okay, he was going off on that shit. But I just wasn't feeling that shit, bro. I just didn't like the voice. Again, same shit with Kendrick. That's what makes me not put him... That's why I like Cole more. Cole more than Kendrick. Not to compare the two, but they're arguably the two best, quote unquote. I I just like the shit that Cole say better. He be nice and clear voice, regular. He don't do a lot of extra shit. He just get to the point. And like I said, he's musically.
If he telling a story, he don't leave nothing hot out. He don't leave nothing out.
Nothing
Like
for you to guess or whatever.
Nah, the whole story go like that. Shit just be fire.
Yeah, we can go on about this shit. We might
Meanwhile,
close out.
Yeah.
Oh, you got something to talk about?
I was say. Meanwhile, I've listened to some of the stories. Kendrick storytelling, and it took me about a good 5 listens to understand what the hell he was talking. Like to understand the story, to envision the picture in my head. But once I got it, I got it.
One of his favorite songs that I got of Kendrick, and you probably hear me mention this throughout the years of doing this podcast, is "Sing About Me." That's my favorite Kendrick song. You feel me?
We better get out of here.
Oh yeah, but that's easily my favorite Kendrick song. Yeah.
If you haven't subscribed to the page on YouTube by now, go ahead and do so. Follow the boys on Instagram. The names are always above the head at the beginning of the podcast. So, in the meantime, if you enjoy the conversation or you want to debate with us,
yeah, chime in, say something.
Chime in, get in the comments.
Motherfuckers like go live then.
One day I'll take my phone and go live, but even then, you won't see it until after we post.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Unless you call in or whatever.
We'll try to set something up like that pretty soon.
Yeah.
Shit, you know it would suck if it did that shit it did earlier in the middle of going live.
But I can tell you why I did that. But yeah, anywho, might as well get up out of here, man.
Yeah. Super Bowl, man.
I ain't gonna watch. Probably not anyway. If I do, it's gonna be the fourth quarter.
I would say put your team in the bottom, but it don't matter by the time they see it.
Exactly.
The Super Bowl
Everybody,
tomorrow.
all you gonna see is Chiefs after they win or 49ers. Like y'all capping asses.
But yeah. All right, yo.